Greetings, dreamers. So, today we're going over a game that I found out about a while ago, but I wanted to wait till they had some more content in it for me to cover it for you. Today will be just a basic, talk through and my opinions on the game. If by chance you all want to see it later, I am perfectly willing to do so. But they do have some codes if you play it. It is called Fuzzy Horizon, and the codes will be up on the screen now. So when you load into game, you are in a van, and that's how you get from area to area. And in the game, you are healing trees instead of doing machines, with several different mini games, such as matching pairs, connect the dots, a regular skill check, and the little music mini game. And the game makes it obvious when you've been spotted because of all the eyes around the screen, and I think that's a really great way to make it obvious. You finish healing the trees, you get items, you take the items to the statue, and then you go to the van to leave. To get characters, you have to purify their souls. To purify souls in the game, you have to find the soul on a level, pick it up, do all the trees, and leave. Now, my personal opinion on the game is that it's really cute. I'll list the things that I like about it first. I like the mechanics, I like the minigames. I like the character design, and I like the fact that you can tell the difference between somebody's evil counterpart and them really easily. The other things that I enjoy are really small, but there's some queer representation. They gave us ages for the characters. I like their designs for the pets, which I will show you later. I like that obtaining the characters isn't too hard, however, obtaining currency is a little difficult if you're not really looking forward to collecting everything while you're, you know, adventuring through the maps, which I recommend learning the map layouts because they can be a little confusing. I mentioned the pets before, but they're actually called shimmers, and they do the equivalent of what charms, trinkets, and such do. They are little pets that will walk around with you while you're going through the levels and in the lobby, and they give you little stat boosts and little abilities, I guess. Some will heal you 20% at the end of the round. This one gives you extra coins per tree healed and spun with a healing donut, which is honestly a really good one. That is a really good one. But they have some of them take a while to do. Some of them are really easy to do. I have Nobu on right now. He's a little seal cat. I think it's the cutest thing ever. I'm not even gonna lie. The pacing was not as fast as I would like it to be. It took me 20 to 30 minutes to get to location 6 in a solo, and I feel like that is a really long time to be only going through 6 of the areas. The maps overall feel a little dark to me. It took me, and you're watching a sped up version, it took me 4 minutes to find the last tree on this map because it was hidden in the dark. I think maybe making the trees glow a bit more in the dark would be a great way to make that a bit easier. The maps to me feel kind of large. Not all of them are like super duper big and harder to handle, but some of them just make it extremely hard to get through and get from the last tree to the statue and to the van. You're using up a lot of stamina to do that because all of that is timed. I might sound really nitpicky about this one, and I am so sorry. This isn't me trying to be mean. This is coming from the standpoint of a person who likes smooth animations, and I feel like I'm so mean saying this, but they feel really stiff to me. And if that's what you're going for, that's fine. You can tell me. I tell me that I am just being mean to the game. I will take it back. But to me, it feels like with how smooth everything else looks, we could use with some smoother animations. Um, let's see. Another thing that bugs me about it is the fact that the shop system is a random gotcha game that you pay coins for. Not to mention, those coins that you use in rounds are also ones that are used to buy characters, and I think they need a separate currency because that makes things a lot harder than they have to be, especially if you're using them to like buy items to heal yourself and go through trying to get stuff so that you can do quests because you're not guaranteed all of it on the ground. Another thing that was mildly frustrating is if you mess up doing one of the mini games, if one of them comes over to your tree, it'll lose progress. And there's some who can do that in the other games, but it feels so odd that I think all of them can do it, at least from what I've experienced. It makes the game a little harder than it needs to be because you have to go back through and do that mini game again. And there's already so few mini games people get during their time purifying the tree. One thing that I'm complaining about a little smidge, I'm allowed to do that, is the rotating shop because I don't like the idea of the rotating shop. This happens so much in other games, and I get it, it's on the in-game currency, but I still feel like we should be able to browse through all of them because it gives people inspiration for actually playing the game. They find a skin they like say if I were to really like this one for the Nocturne Coco, right? That's not in the shop right now. I don't know when it's going to be in shop. And I just think that I don't like rotating shops. I'm complaining. Yeah. I don't like the rotating shops. I think aside from this stuff I've already mentioned, something else that could be worked on is controller support, because I can see where somebody who plays on controller would be struggling with this. And another thing that I don't personally like is the bag mechanic. Then again, I haven't figured out if there's another way to use it, but I have to click on it myself, and it makes it a little harder when I'm running away to click on it and then to try to use the item. I also noticed some of the items just don't work, but that just might be a bug, and I don't think that's a thing on them. It's probably just a coding issue. So, eh. Um, I'm becoming a microwave. Yeah. Aside from those things, I think the game has really good potential. I think it has had I think it has a really solid foundation for being a good game. And I want to see it succeed. I want to see all these games with their own premise and their own take on a Delver succeed. I want them all to. Because you know what? We need more. We need more that have different mechanics and different character types. I love this one, and I want to be there to watch it get better and get polished and be there for the full release. And I sure hope you guys do too. That being said, I think this will probably mark my end of having to, rant a little bit about it. Because yes, there's good things and there's bad things. No game is perfect. Every game has its issues. This one included, Dandy's World included, for those of you who don't understand that. But I think this is a solid one, and I don't think we should cut it short before its full release. If you like this video and you like the game, make sure to leave a like and a comment. I will be leaving a link to the Fuzzy Horizon Discord server in my description, along with my own community link. So you can get updates both on the game and from me, because that's more likely where you're going to get updates on whether or not a stream is cancelled. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have very sweet dreams tonight. I also want to give a thanks to my current channel members. Without you, I don't think a lot of the stuff on my channel would be possible, especially for some of you who have don't basically contributed to entire giveaways on your own. And I need to thank Pug Wild, Hurricane Katrino, Lavery May Vary, Cattle is Cool, and Deadman Seltzer. Thank you guys for being members. I appreciate you.